Within the Manage Programs section of KYC Portal, which allows you to tailor-make and define the entire regulatory process of each service, one of the main components is what we call fields. This addresses one of the biggest challenges there is on the market of the constant, ever-changing, constantly evolving regulatory requirements imposed by regulators themselves. So what we see here, based on our clients in banking, financial services, etc., usually such clients, such companies use existing systems that they have in place, such as core banking systems, such as CRMs, to collect all the data, even from a compliance perspective. However, as we know, the requirements for collection of data on subjects changes and evolves on a constant basis, based on regulation changes, based on market happenings, and so on and so forth. What happens in reality, however, is that the bigger the system you are using to be able to store this data, the more difficult it is to stay amending it with new fields, with updated data. Like 2 years ago, we started collecting the US indicia for FATCA purposes. What happens is that compliance usually keep this ancillary data, this new data, in separate files, in Excel sheets and PDFs, and they keep referring to them on a review basis. So what we've done here in a program is the ability to allow compliance to, in real time, tweak the dataset of whatever is needed for each type of entity in this program. So the system allows compliance to define the types of entities that I want to collect data on in this program itself. Not only that, but within the entity itself, be able to change, tweak, add, remove data that is collected on a particular subject. A system that allows compliance to, at any point in time, say, listen, I want to start on a company collecting data which is of a never collected before, and the system allows you to be able to define all the rules, including validation, on every field within the system itself. The system also allows to be able to link this field, the new field that you're collecting, to a particular type of category risk in the system. So what this module does is allow compliance to be able to maintain a central location of all the data that is needed with regards to compliance on all subjects in a service. Based on different clients, we have some clients who use this system to input all the data directly into it. However, we have most of our clients who hook up KYC Portal to their internal systems, to their internal CRMs, internal core banking systems. In that case, the data that you're seeing on an entity would be a mixture of two types of data. Data that is coming directly from the core banking system through the REST API of KYC Portal, and then the ability to add ancillary data which is not stored in the core banking system, which compliance would need to start collecting data to be able to assess risk further. This system also allows you to share data across programs. Share data across programs on an individual who is residing in multiple programs. For example, in the case of banking, a client who is a client in retail banking, and also, for example, a director on a company in corporate banking. This module allows compliance to be able to define which data is shared, which data is common, also reducing the number of entries that one has to do across an organization for the same person in the system.